Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Kyle here with a video game review on Ninja Theory's reboot of Devil May Cry. Got it today. Well, not today, but Tuesday. It's now Wednesday night that I'm recording this. So I'm going to get onto the things I don't like briefly. One of the things I don't like about this, Virgil. Virgil to me is one of the coolest characters opposing to Dante in the entire DMC series. And Ninja Theory taken Virgil and they've turned him into a hip cheerio fish and chips English gentleman. Why? They've killed Virgil. Now I don't know what Virgil may evolve into in the next series going forward, but to me they've killed Virgil for me. And why make him a good guy of all people? I mean, they could have made some other new character to kind of be like a mentoring figure for Dante, but why Virgil? And why a good guy? I'll never know. So that's one thing I don't like. Other thing I don't particularly care for is Dante's personality and character in this game. You know, in the original series, Dante is you know, he's witty, he's comical. You know, he's just he's laid back. He's a laid back, chill dude, and with that, it's charming and it makes him a likable character. Here, Dante is a complete douchey a-hole. He's funny in this game. The dialogue and script that they give him in this game is pretty hysterical. It's pretty funny. But to me, he tries too hard to be a badass. And it's like when he tries to act hard, when he doesn't naturally have it, it's like, dude, you're just lame. Whereas in the original series, it's like, you know, it just comes natural with Dante. He doesn't try to act hard because he knows he's the stuff. He knows he's cool. But here, this guy just doesn't give an F about anything or anyone, and he tries to be bad and tries to act hard when he's not. So, to me, I don't really care for this personality in this game. And also, too, he's a little bit sleazy. You know, you get to see some of that, you know, during the first 5 minutes of the game and a little bit later on. And to me, that was a bit distasteful for me of the character Dante, especially considering how he was, you know, in the original series. I found that a little bit distasteful, in my opinion, there. Another thing I don't particularly care about this game is, you know, the story. I kind of have a bit of a mixed bag. You know, I like the perspective of how they have Dante as half angel, half devil. But in this perspective of Dante's father, Sparta is kind of like viewed as to me, he's viewed as like an underling weakling. You know, where in the original series, Sparta was this hero who sealed off, you know, the devil world and his own kind to protect humans. So he's a legendary warrior. Here, he's mentioned as a second in command, powerful general like under Mundus, but his exile was only due to him having relations with an angel and giving her 2 children. So it's like, okay, that's a good reason, but in you doing that, it kind of downplays the legacy of Sparta. You know, it just makes it seem like Sparta is just a regular devil flunky. So I don't like that. Let's talk about this world Limbo. The world of Limbo is like a spiritual world where it like coexists with the human world. And in the world of Limbo, that's where you fight the monsters and the devils, and the stages gradually change like constantly. I don't mind this. This is a different, neat perspective. It's a little challenging, you know, new take on Span, but after a while, it's the same old thing, and it gets a bit redundant and a bit tiresome, where it's like, okay, I'm tired of the stages breaking apart all the time. It's just like, let's just get on with it. Another thing I don't particularly care for about this is, you know, Dante's look. You know, I don't mind his facial feature as much now. I'm looking at it since I've played the game. But to me, his apparel, his appearance is just too plain Jane to me. I mean, he's got the cargo pants with the muscle T-shirt and the leather jacket. He doesn't look epic and like, he doesn't look like he's gonna whoop your behind. And like in the original series, you know, he doesn't look like a tough dude. You know, his sword, the Rebellion, looks like an oversized grown steak knife to me. I hate the look of Ebony and Ivory. They look like crushed cans or something, soda pop cans. So I don't like that. What's some other stuff I don't particularly care for this game? You know, the combat's good. I mean, not the combat, but the challenge is decent. It's okay. I played this on the hardest level that they have until you unlock the rest of the levels. I think it's Nephilim, and already I'm on mission 15, and I've only played this game for 4.5 hours since Tuesday, and it's Wednesday night. So for experienced players like myself, this game is kind of a bit of a breeze because there's 20 missions and I'm already on 15 within a day. It's kind of a breeze for more experienced players like myself, but for anyone who's new to the series or this game, it may be a little bit more difficult. The boss battles are they're fun, but not really like a good challenge to me. That was one of the complaints of DMC 2, but to me, the last boss battle in DMC 2 is more challenging than some of the boss battles here in this reboot. It's kind of repetitive. You don't really. It's not really strategic with some of the boss battles in this reboot. So that's one thing I kind of don't particularly care for. And also some of the bosses too. Some of the bosses just look kind of like way off, and it's kind of like questioning yourself. You're like, really, Ninja Theory? This is a boss that you have to fight. It's kind of stupid. I know that this is a re-envision of the Devil May Cry series and Dante's character and stuff, but I don't really like the fact that they've Americanized this thing so much. I mean, the world of Devil May Cry in this game is so modernized. When you're like in the modern world and with cell phones and technology, it's so modernized that to me, when I'm playing this, sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm playing a Devil May Cry game. It just feels like I'm playing a new IP that's taking remnants or taking things from the Devil May Cry series, but it's a new IP. It's not Devil May Cry. I feel like that sometimes because it's just too westernized and too Americanized to me in this game. So those are my negatives. Things I do like. I do like the graphics. The character models look great. I think the voice cast is also pretty good on here as well. The dialogue is funny. Devil May Cry has always been a rated M game, but this is like a step up from what you would normally see or hear from Devil May Cry. They use some pretty coarse language in this game, and have some pretty deep sexual contents within this game as well, which is kind of shocking. Which again, it's America. They have to have something sexual in it. So again, just yeah. The combat on here is sick. I do like the combat. The combat is you can gain access to your multiple weapons just by a combination of holding two buttons with your angel weapons and your devil weapons. And by doing this, you can just open up a door of just endless combos, and it's just be like effortless. You can just continue to go forward and forward, just nonstop. So the combos on here are pretty sick. I do like the fact that you can train, where if you want to perfect a combo, you want to perfect a certain move, you can actually spend as long time training, and perfecting these moves. So I like that added feature. I also like the fact of how the way you can upgrade Dante's special moves, how they separated the red orbs for you to buy items only with just the red orbs, and you gain experience points. And with these experience points, you use that to purchase Dante's and special moves and stuff like that. I do like that because in the Devil May Cry games, I've always hated how you use red orbs for your upgrades and your items. So I do like it that they kind of separated that small detail there. Let's see. Oh, the music on here is also pretty kicking. The music does get you pumped up and stuff, when you want to gain some momentum, and you're kicking butt. It does get you pumped up. So the soundtrack on here I think is pretty solid. The only other probably negative thing I probably have to say is I don't like the fact of how you pretty much in the first maybe 35 minutes of the game, you pretty much get 5 of your primary weapons all on one level. You get other power-ups and upgrades as you go further, proceed further, but it's not a lot. It's only 3. But I mean, the first or second mission, you get 5 of your primary upgraded weapons already, which is something else I kind of don't really like. I kind of like that in the old DMC. You have to solve a puzzle or beat a boss battle to gain new powers and upgrades. So that's another small complaint I have. So at the end of the day, it's good, but it's just not as good as the original. I am a hardcore DMC fan. I've opened up my mind to this. I have given this a chance. I like it, but this still owns. The original still owns, and I still stand by my statement. I don't think the series ever needs to be rebooted. I mean, with 4 games in the installment, only one, was terrible amongst the other 3. That's not enough to me to restart the series and to reboot the series. I think the series already had a good fan base. To begin with. Like I said, only one of the 4 games have been bad. I don't think that's enough to want to reboot the entire series. So I give DMC, Ninja Theory's DMC, an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Subscribe. Peace. I can't believe they're making a movie off of this game. Subscribe. Later.